Shut it! Many people working in the media in Hungary feel that's what they're being told to do under a new law brought in by the ruling right-wing Fidesz party. This is Tilos Radio, based in Budapest. It had trouble with the law recently for playing the rapper Ice-T's It's On in the afternoon, full of a word half of which is mother, for instance. The station has also had complaints from Fidesz voters saying Tilos airs anti-Christian messages. Tilos denies this. The station chief says the new media law is going to get worse for the independent press. He says the law is a brutal attack on the Hungarian media scene.
What we're seeing in Hungary today is a backward step with the new law. Basically, one dominant political party has the power to make the decisions. This is worrying. It's too much power in a single set of hands. If I myself had that much power, I'd beg my friends, please stop me. A huge concentration of power like that is unhealthy for anyone.
This cartoonist thinks along the same lines. He's a winner of the Brenner Prize and the Hungarian Pulitzer Award. This is the first time Marabou has invited a TV crew into his home. Under the previous law here, both the opposition and the parties in government appointed members to the media regulating body. Today's right-wing government changed that. Now, every member in the National Media and Communications Authority is close to the governing Fidesz party.
The new media law feels like hypocrisy to me. What this new media law protects is not Hungarian society itself. This new media law just protects a certain power structure in favour of the interests of the dominant political party.
The visceral debate over the media law comes at a time when Hungary is holding the rotating European Union presidency. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán denies assertions that the law may violate EU rules, saying that every paragraph of this legislation can be found in other EU countries' laws as well. The European Commission, however, has started looking into whether the law complies with fundamental European values such as freedom of the press.
We still have hope that the European Union can maybe influence the Hungarian government to amend this law. But on the other hand, I have quite a few fears, not just concerning our radio station, but on a larger scale. Based on the new law, any radio or TV station or internet blog could be closed down quite easily.
Not everybody agrees. Hungarian society is deeply divided into left and right politics. Journalist András Stumpf at conservative weekly Heti Valás uses an English word to describe the allegations that press freedom is under threat. He said the allegations are bullshit. He underscores that the supervising media council is underpinned by a solid democratic legitimacy.
These people were elected by the Hungarian parliament with a two-thirds majority. So if you say that's a problem, that these people are there, then you have to say, as a European or everyone, that that's a problem that a party won with a two-thirds majority. But that's democracy.
Let's talk to a lawyer with the Hungarian Press Association. He rejects government assertions that the basic idea of the media law is to protect minorities, for example, gypsies or Jews, people who have been subject to racial hate talk. The new law's critics say it's more a tool to protect the ruling right-wing party against political opposition.
This legislation employs very vaguely determined terms. For example, it says that all information must be unbalanced and comprehensive. Now, how do you determine what a comprehensive information is? And based on these regulations, the authority may impose very heavy fines on editorials.
The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe was among the first to blow the whistle loudly. It said the Hungarian law endangers media pluralism. Journalists' notes can be confiscated, editorial offices can be raided. Reacting to worldwide protests, the junior Minister for Public Administration and Justice signals a readiness for compromise.
We are ready to change if there's any kind of irregularity that is found in the law.
Some shocked observers say the government is trying to build a different democracy. It is preparing a new constitution without any participation by opposition voices. The new draft constitution refers to what it calls the Holy Crown of St. Stephen and cites the Christian roots of the Hungarian civilization and nation. 29-year-old Fidesz MP Gulyás Györgyely is deputy chairman of the parliamentary committee drafting the new constitution.
We think that in Hungary and in Europe, Christianity has very strong roots. I think that goes for the whole of Europe when we're talking about basic values. We want this to be part of the constitution, but I want to be very clear that we do not want to exclude atheists or non-Christians.
Another polemic is the government's removal of fiscal matters from the jurisdiction of the Constitutional Court. Some analysts say this move was clearly to sideline the court from pension fund restructuring. In December, the Hungarian parliament passed a law allowing the government to use 11 billion euros in private pension assets to plug holes in its budget. This 28-year-old mother of two is nauseated by the nationalization of those assets. She pays into a private pension fund. By law, she can choose to do that, but it means she won't see any of the money her employer pays into the state system on her behalf.
They frighten people to stay or to step back to the state pension system. In the state system, I'm just paying for decades, and I don't know where are those monies. They are playing with our lives, they are playing with our games.
Private Pensions Confederation Stabilitas is considering legal action against the government on grounds that the new pension law is discriminatory.
If the Hungarian Constitutional Court won't destroy that given act, we would like to launch a process in front of the Strasbourg court.
Marabu feels he can't draw fast enough these days. Foreign investors are revolted as well by the government's new crisis tax. Marabu pictures the state taking from companies and the companies taking it out of consumers' pockets by raising prices. 13 European multinationals wrote a formal letter of protest to the European Commission. Businesses say Hungary is discriminating inexcusably.
80% of the crisis tax is paid by foreign companies, 20% by Hungarian companies, and the tax is collected retroactively.
Hungary has attracted EU concern over its media law, the nationalization of private pension assets, and its crisis tax on foreign companies. The two-thirds Fidesz majority in the Budapest parliament is also planning to reform Hungary's electoral law.